I have a new perspective on Christianity that I would like to share with you all. If you are interested, you can stay. If not, then please scroll past, but I hope you stay and listen. Before I start, I want to enclose a disclaimer. These thoughts and views are entirely my own interpretations, and I understand that others may disagree or have other inputs into the matter. And that is okay, but you must be respectful and not overshadow your opinion and say that someone is wrong, because no one is wrong. Everyone sees the world differently, and we have our own right way and our right opinions, and that is okay. Let us begin. Do you remember the video posted previously about that spiritual energy I was feeling and the hypothesis that was created because of it? Let me remind you of that hypothesis. If Satan has been labelled the enemy, has anyone ever asked the devil why he has been demonized? I recently announced that I was going to switch from Christianity to Buddhism, but it doesn't mean that a part of me will leave years of Christian beliefs behind. I have simply found a new way to reach the greater God out there through Buddhism. Now, some of you will comment, you are going to hell and similar, and I have accepted that if that's where my soul is destined to be, I will accept that fate. I shall start with the term everyone uses. Don't judge a book by its cover, because when we do, we demonize that individual, and that's how rumors start. But what if the Bible is one big rumor about Satan, and what if that is the real test from God? Let me explain. The Ten Commandments were laid out to give humanity a rule book about how to behave in this world. Many of you will be familiar with it. The rules all point to the same three principles in life: love, tolerance, and respect. For example, don't commit adultery points to respect. Do not murder points to tolerance, and treat others as you wish to be treated points to loving one another. I'll let you read them in your own time. Also, God says, "Thou shalt not judge." This points to tolerance. Although it is not specifically one of the Ten Commandments, it points to tolerance. He says your job is not to judge, but to love. Leave the judging to him. That's Matthew 7, verses 1 to 5. So how does Satan come into play? We know that Satan is a fallen angel who fell out with God. Revelation 7, verse 12 to 10, tells us that Satan wanted to be more powerful than God and was banished as a result. Because of this fallout between him and Satan, God has gone and spread the rumor that Satan was evil. But what people don't realize is that Satan was simply jealous of power and wanted to start his own cult. But is choosing your own destiny a bad thing? Is persuading people to see another perspective a bad thing? Why did Satan walk away after trying to tempt Jesus 3 times? Why didn't he just kill him? For one, we will never know why God didn't kill Satan after his sin, and that is a clear indication that it's none of our business. Let us apply this principle to our own lives. First, we choose our own destiny, whether we practice a different religion or live differently than others. God clearly says, "Love thy neighbor," and that is what we should be doing. Treating everyone like human beings, whether you are disabled or have a different skin color or even have a preference on sexuality. God clearly says that is not our job to judge. That is his job and only his job. Second, it seems to me that because Satan wanted a different path, he's been hung out to dry and demonized, just like we do to people who don't fit the definition of a normal person. We will never know what truly happened between God and Satan, so why are we doing the same to fellow human beings? Maybe that was the biggest test of all along. Maybe he didn't tell us so he can see if we fall into the same trap. We see people who use Christianity as an excuse to judge certain behaviors, but if you dive in really deep, you will see that this goes against everything the Bible teaches. And third, this is my opinion, but I believe we are one big energy. We align with nature and each other and feed off that energy. I believe that if you do have a religion, we pray to our preferred deity for them to send a message to God. So maybe all that energy is going to the same place, regardless of religion or belief. Even non-believers emit that energy. Why do I think that? Because at the end of the day, we have more or less the same goal. Living your life to the fullest, achieving success, and being comfortable without any troubles. That's humanity. Now I know this is a lot to absorb, but take it with a pinch of salt, because this is just one interpretation from one person and many others will see it differently. So let's be kind and work in harmony as one species. Stop being greedy and stop destroying each other, and love one another. Right now, we need to unite more than ever to destroy the real evil in the world, greed and corruption. Sending you positive energy.